Good evening students, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second session of this chapter, unitary method. In the previous session we have discussed the first exercise 13a, and today it is a time to discuss your next exercise 13b. So let's start. Question number 1. Question number 1. First question, it states weight of 15 identical books is 6 kg. What is the weight of 45 such books? So 15 identical books, weight is given 6 kg. We have to find out the weight of 45 such books. So just write weight of 15, just write from here. Question number 1, weight of 15 identical books equal to 6 kg. Weight of 15 identical books equal to 6 kg, it is given. We have to find out the weight of 45 such books. So before finding the weight of 45 such books, we need to find the weight of one book, because it is unitary method. So we will first find the value of one, that means value of single or unit digit. Then we will calculate the required digit. So weight of one identical book, therefore weight of one identical book will be 6 by 15 kg, because number of books decreases from 15 to 1, therefore weight will decrease, and if decrease it will divide. Then find weight of 45 identical books. So if one identical book weight is 6 by 15 kg, so 45 identical books will have more weight than one identical book. That means if more, that means it is multiplied. So 6 by 15 into 45 kg. So 15 3s are 45, therefore 18 kg. Therefore write weight of 45 such books will be 18 kg. That is the answer. Next, question number 3. Question number 3, it says, question number 3 says Gita types 108 words in 6 minutes. How many words would she type in half an hour? Half an hour means 30 minutes. Half an hour means 30 minutes. So write here half an hour. Half an hour means 30 minutes. Therefore in 6 minutes she can type 108 words. So in 30 minutes how many words she can type? That is the question. So write in 6 minutes she can type 108 words. In 6 minutes she can type 108 words. Therefore in 1 minute how many words she can type? 108 by 6 words, because time decreases from 6 minutes to 1 minute, therefore number of words typing will also decrease, because in 1 minute she will type less number of words than 108 words. So if less number of words, that means it will divide. Less means divide, more means multiply. Now find in 30 minutes how many words she can type. 108 by 6 into 30 words, because if 1 minute she can type 108 by 6 words, so in 30 minutes she will type more words. So if more means multiply. Now reduce 6 5s are 30. Now multiply 540 words. Therefore right answer, she would type 540 words in half an hour. She would type 540 words in half an hour. Next, question number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5 says Mr. Chopra pays rupees 12,000 as rent for 3 months. How much does he pay for a year if the rent per month remains the same? So he pays 12,000 rupees rent for 3 months, so we have to calculate the rent he will pay for a year. Now a year means 12 months. A year means 12 months. So write 12 months equal to 1 year. Therefore we have to calculate the rent paid by him in 12 months. Clear? So write rent, he paid 12,000 rent for 3 months. So just write in 3 months rent paid equal to rupees 12,000. Therefore in 1 month she will pay less than 12,000, because if 3 months he paid rupees 12,000 as a rent, now in 1 month he will pay less than 12,000, because number of month decreases, so rent will also decrease. Decrease means divide, so 12,000 divided by 3. Now calculate rent paid by him in 12 months. 12,000 into 12 by 3 rupees, because in 1 month he pays 12,000 by 3, that means 4,000 rupees. So in 12 months he will pay more than 4,000, because in 1 month he paid 12,000 by 3, that means if you reduce it will be 4,000. So in 1 month he paid 4,000 rupees as a rent. So now we have to calculate the rent paid by him in 12 months. So number of months now increases from 1 month to 12 months, so rent will also increase. That means it will multiply. Increase means multiply. Just reduce. 3 4s are 12. Your answer is 48,000. That means he will pay 48,000 as a rent for a year. So right, he pays rupees 48,000 for a year. Clear? Next question number 7. Question number 7. Question number 7 says, if a deposit of rupees 2,000 earns an interest of rupees 500 in 3 years, how much interest would a deposit of rupees 36,000 earn in 3 years with the same rate of simple interest? That means here see, time is same. Here also 3 years and here also it is 3 years. That means deposit is rupees 2,000, fetch an interest of rupees 500. So if you deposit rupees 36,000, what amount you will get as a interest? Time remains same, 3 years for both the cases. Clear? So deposit of 2,000 earns interest of rupees 500. You will calculate the deposit of 36,000. What amount of interest you will get? Time remains same for both the cases. So just write deposit of rupees 2,000. Deposit of rupees 2,000 earns. Just write it from here. I am going to erase the upper part. First two questions, because there is a short space here. So just write here question number 7. Deposit of rupees 2,000 earns interest equal to rupees 500. That means if you deposit rupees 2,000, it will gives you 500 as an interest. So if you deposit rupees 1, it will attract interest less than 500. 500 by 2,000. Clear? Now see, initially 2,000 rupees if you deposit, it will earn interest rupees 500. Now the deposit decreases from 2,000 to 1, so interest will also decrease from 500, and decreases means divide. So I have divided rupees 2,000. Now I will calculate deposit of rupees 36,000. Now deposit of rupees 1 attracts interest rupees 500 by 2,000. Now if you deposit rupees 36,000, it will attract more interest than rupees 1, because deposit amount increases, so interest will also increase, and increase means multiply. So multiply 500 into 36,000 divided by 2,000. Now reduce to 18s are 36. If you calculate 18 5s are 90 0 0, so 900, 9000 rupees. So answer is rupees 9000. Therefore right answer that 9000 rupees interest is 9000 rupees interest will be earned if you deposit rupees 36000. Clear? Therefore just write rupees 9000 interest would be earned. That is the answer. Clear? Next question, last question, question number 10. Question number 10 says, in a particular week a man works for 48 hours and earns rupees 4320 rupees, but in the next week he worked 6 hours less. How much has he earned in this week? So in first week he is working for 48 hours and earns rupees 4320 rupees. In the next week he worked 4 hours, he worked 6 hours less. 6 hours less. That means he is working 42 hours. If you will subtract 6 hours from 48 hours because he is working 6 hours less. So he is working for 42 hours. So just write in the next week, in the next week he is working 42 hours. That means he will get the payment of 42 hours in the next week. So in 48 hours he earns a payment of rupees 4320. So just write in 48 hours he earns rupees 4320 rupees. Therefore in 1 hour, if he working just for 1 hour, he will got a payment less than this, because number of working hour decreases, so payment will also decrease. So if it decreases, that means it will divide. Now he will calculate, if he is working 42 hours, how much he earns. So 4320 by 48 into 42, because in 1 hours he is earning rupees 4320 by 48. Now working hour increases from 1 hour to 42 hours. So if working hour increases, therefore payment will also increase. So if increases means multiply, now reduce. 224, 221, 3 8s are 24, 3 7s are 21. 540. So now multiply 7 into 540, that means 3780 rupees. 3780 rupees. Therefore he has earned rupees 3780 in this week. So just write, therefore he has earned rupees 3780 in this week. That is the answer. Clear? So all the questions were solved, and with this chapter is complete. Clear? Thank you.